Hey, Gary.
Hey, Gary.
Always nice to see you, Gary.
Hey, yep, it's good to see you, man. So you had an interesting morning.
Yes, I did. So I recently got into Clubhouse through an invite of a friend. And so my very first Clubhouse experience was this conversation with the founder of this kind of a virtual meeting space software called Topia.io. And after the call, he's like, "We're having an after party in Topia. Come on in." So I thought, okay, I'll go. And so I quickly signed up into Topia.io, and I found his room that he asked everyone to go into, and a bunch of people started walking up to me in Topia, and I started a conversation, and then he came on, and we started talking for like, I don't know, about 20 minutes about him. And then the CTO of Topia came on, and we were all just chatting, and it was super awesome. It's a really cool interface. It's like you have these little kind of silly little kind of 2D avatars. It's like a 2D space, and you walk around in this space, and the closer you get to another person, you start to kind of see a dim video screen of that person, and it starts to get more brighter once you get closer to the person in this space. And then you can just click on and start talking. Oh no, you don't even have to click. You just have to be close to the person, and you can start up a conversation. And it's just a really lovely way to kind of just interact with people. Obviously, very VR ready.
That's pretty cool.
Yes,
Yeah.
I have tried it once. It's great.
Oh, you have? That's very interesting. Yeah, like he told me he started in 2000, and they have thousands of people that are on it now, and it's really easy to create your own room and just meet people of like minds. It's just kind of a lovely antidote to Facebook.
Why don't you share your screen and show us?
Oh, let's see if I can. I don't know. I could enter a world and start interacting. It could be kind of weird. Let's see.
Yes, it's so natural, and this is what works. And what's great about this is that it's just like being in a square with real people. If you don't want to speak to someone, you just you
walk
just
away.
create distance.
Yeah, exactly. You just walk away, or you just hit the mute button. There was one time where there's this one person was, kind of too close to us. And he was talking with somebody else. So his conversation was kind of getting in the way. So, I just kind of started walking a little further away from him and closer to the people that I was talking to. And it was very natural. It was a really nice way to meet. And they're all about IRL. They're all about, like connect here, but go meet in the real world. So it's kind of a neat architecture that way. I don't know if I can do this, Jim. I'm a little green on the interface. It's asking me to sign up again, so I'm trying to figure out where to log in.
Oh
well. While we're on the subject of social networks, has anybody looked at the what Dan Conley is working on? Sprightly?
You mean with Agoric?
No, not directly with Agoric, but it's Agoric people working on it, I believe. Darryl, if you don't mind, can I share my screen?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay. If I can remember how to do that. Okay. This is a social network that Dan is working on. And notice it's based around something called Activity Pub here.
Okay.
Jim, have you heard about that?
No, I just started investigating this stuff this morning.
Yeah, and notice this.
This kind of community support, and they're using basically object capability security for peer-to-peer networking.
Yes, and it's distributed. You know, like you say, peer to peer. But anyway, he also set up a Discord server to. They're working on a bot that looks a lot like robot, Jim.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've joined that server yet, but I showed you. I show you this. There's the SES bot test ground, and I think that's it there. And Dan Finley and Kumavis and DC Casey are in there. They kind of teased me when I joined because I'm not in the same league as these guys. These guys are heavyweights,
Yeah.
but look at this messages they're sending through here. Well, I can get up there. But Jim, doesn't this look like robot?
Yep. So they're in JavaScript instead of
Rolling.
Rolang.
Yeah.
Sure does look like it.
Yeah. So I thought that was very interesting. But anyway, I'll let go and I'll stop sharing. Darryl, if you want to share that other thing, go ahead.
Oh, I don't think I'm gonna be able to. I don't. I'm still kind of green with that interface.
Okay.
But that's so interesting. So how long do you figure Dan's been doing the Sprightly thing for?
I don't know. I got. It looks like they just started this robot that they're going to run on there. So maybe not very long.
Oh, very interesting.
But I was wondering, you know, if we're not going to do our chat platform, what was that thing called that we were working on for a while?
You mean RChat?
Yeah, but I forgot the platform we were using.
Oh, Zulip.
Yeah, Zulip.
Yep.
That didn't pan out. Did people just lose interest in that, or?
Yeah, it's not quite completed. There's still I'm not sure what piece still needs to be completed, but yeah, there's still another phase of development that needs to happen.
I see.
Yeah.
So it was a blocker for us to continue.
Yeah, as Greg talks about it all the time, you know, in terms of Dazzle, you know, and what other what applications RChain will be able to provide to future dApps on Dazzle. You know, there's our vote, our chat, and you know, that type of thing.
Yeah. Anyway. I noticed there's another jump in the price of Rev.
Yeah.
It's up to 26 now.
Yeah, that's great.
Steve, has this appreciation of the price of Rev helped our financial situation a lot?
Well, I think the appreciation is a result of the investment from our token sale. So, you know, we had a successful token sale. People say, "Oh, RChain has money now. I want to buy some tokens." So I think it's a result of our investors investing in RChain.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So So Darryl, if you can put some links in the notes for the system you were using.
Okay.
I guess I can't. I've already forgotten what it was.
Opia.
And I presume you want me to look at the week in review. We can do that. I'll try to do that while we're.
Yeah, I'm doing I'm doing the same thing right now. I should learn to procrastinate a little less.
Yeah.
Jim, I see you working a whole lot with ArcGov.
Yes, it's pretty exciting. I think, unfortunately, they haven't got many people involved. I mean, the people involved now really are Bill Kunz, who's on the road this week, and he was one of my students originally. That I guess I introduced him last week, maybe.
Yeah, I met him. I met him a couple of months ago.
Oh yeah.
He dropped by for a visit. And I got to meet him one day. He's a nice guy. He's funny.
He stopped. He visited you.
No, he visited you in a Zoom session, and I got to meet him.
Because I know, I mean, he's been traveling to Arizona and back.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Gary got a personal invite.
No.
Invite him in for dinner.
So, and I guess Bill Kunz was my last student employee when in the late '90s, before I left NJIT. And then the other guy is Tom Moulton, who was the first student employee that was working on the iSystem. He came to a previous meeting, but now there's Rao, Gurinder, and Bill Kunz, and Tom Moulton and myself from the old NJIT ICE community. They were all student employees of mine back in the day.
Yeah, Jim, you're a big catalyst for RChain. You know, it's either directly or indirectly all the people that you've have gravitated to the project because of you.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully we'll get some more developers interested. The this week, I had some. Well, I've been working on the liquid democracy, which is the RGov. Basically, we're going to we have a 100,000 rev prize from the Ideathon, and the idea is I wanted to do a demo of it today, and I guess I could still do a demo of it today in the debrief. I guess if they have time, whatever.
I think we will have time. Yeah, it's a little slim on the content this time, so that'd be great.
Well, it would be good if we had a couple of people sign up. Okay.
Is that something we can do now?
It's something we could do right now. Okay. And basically, you need to have MetaMask installed.
I've got that.
Everybody has MetaMask installed. Okay. So that's the URL. Okay. And I guess I'll share my screen.
Okay, I got the liquid democracy participation experiment up.
Okay, that's what we want to do today. Okay, now the okay, so uh, the first thing you need to do with an account, if you've never, is create a new inbox.
Okay.
Okay, and this is the robot shard, which currently is just one validator, standalone. But the idea is other developers will connect their R node to this shard for our community. So we'll have our own community shard. It was called Collab before, but I changed, I just call it Robot now because it would really be our dev co-op that would be doing this. If, of course, the interest in our dev has been very low. So I don't know what it's going to be. I just call it Robot. And it's, part of what we're self-managing in the collab. Robot.net:8888. Okay, and then you pick an account that you're going to run, and if you need to, you can create a new account for that purpose. You have the Bootstrap account, which is part of the new Bootstrap capability of Liquid Democracy. You can bootstrap a system on your machine, just by typing a couple of commands, and run your own standalone validator.
You want to walk me through that?
Well, I have you don't have to do that. Okay, this is run on localhost. This basically is so you can recreate an environment to find a bug and do development. This is for development. Okay, and we have this this set of instructions here, which is no, what am I doing? Control Z. So local host development is something that Bill Kunch and I have been working on, and that's described in this document. And then we have the robot.net shard. Now it's standalone. Okay, and we all can access that. Okay, so the idea is that you need an account that has Rev in it. And what I did was I sent 1,000 Rev to every registered voter account. So if you have an RChain member registered voter account, it already has Rev in it. And you can, for example, my registered voter account is RChain member. And actually I guess there's of course, now that we have this RChain member thing here, this is the Ethernet address. Well, I need to get the Rev address for that. So I got to I'm going to save. I have to save the other account, and I get this one. How do I get this one? MetaMask. RChain members connected. Or do I already have it connected? Copy to clipboard. I just paste it in. Yeah. Okay, it's J5BV. J5BV. I called it X. I'll change its name to vendor member so I know what it is. Yeah, it doesn't like it. It doesn't let you import the account twice for some reason. But we have this member account now, and I have this rev address. Okay. So if I so that if I do a so I can do a check balance here, and I put in this address, and this should say, okay, I could have just hit connect wallet and it would put it in for me. That's silly. Let me take this out and I'll hit connect wallet. There it goes. Put it in for me. Since this is a read-only operation and it doesn't access deployer or deployer ID, I can just do an explore and get an immediate response. You see, this is how much rev I have left. Revlets. So I have 899 left in this account, which is my regular voting account. But what you need to do for your account, and I guess let me take another account. Let's say that doesn't have any rev. Let's take DivvyU, Divi University. Okay, and I'm going to connect that account, and then I do let me just get rid of this. I'm going to do a connect wallet. Okay, now I get this account, and if I explore this one, I see the rev balance is 0. So I'm going to copy this address. I'm going to switch to an account that has money, the Bootstrap account, and I'm going to choose transfer, and I'm going to connect the wallet to go from. I'm going to go to this, and I'm going to send 1,000 rev, and now I have to deploy to do a transaction. I sign and deploy. Sorry, I'm taking so long. Is this interesting at all?
Yes, but it may be, I may be a little bit green to get all this today, but I'm pretty much following you.
Okay. So basically, the only thing we're demoing, okay, the transfer is successful, not yet finalized. Well, we only have one validator, so it's fine. We can assume it's finalized.
Okay.
Now this account is funded. So the first thing is, if you don't have a funded member account, you have to send me the account information so I can send you some robot rev.
Okay.
That's number one. And then number two is you connect the account, which currently it's connected, the DivvyU account. And
Explore.
you want to do you need to create a new inbox.
Oh, okay.
The inbox is how I can send you permission to vote.
Okay.
Okay, so then we deploy the new inbox. Okay, and sign it. Oops. If you take too long to sign it, sometimes you get an error, no new deploys here. And, you know, and that's an easy bug to fix, but we didn't fix it yet. So if we go back to, a channel here, like robot testing. Why is it's not in robot testing? Okay, I can do a propose here. And then now that'll finish. I guess maybe I should fix that before I try to do a demo.
Okay.
But now we see we got a row ID. Okay, when we get a row ID, then we have to send us the row ID. So we can go into, let's say the governance collab here. Say divu has the following row ID. Oops, Control Z. divu in back quotes. Okay, yeah, it screws up the colon ID if you don't put it in back quotes.
Okay.
Okay, then once I know, once you put your URI here, okay, then I can go in here and I can say, well, let me see who, I can say, add voter to issue. And am I divu here? Yep. And, oh, I don't want to be divu. I want to be the owner of the issue, which is Bootstrap again. Add voter to issue, and I put in the URI of divu, and I deploy this, and I sign it right away. And I have the JavaScript console here. And here it just keeps trying to read the result. Gets an error each time until it gets the result back. No data at deploy ID. That is interesting. No data at deploy ID. That doesn't sound good. Let's look at the log here. Issue not found. Well, it would be helpful if I told it what issue it was about. It got no data back because I didn't tell it. We wanted to look at look at the color issue. Okay, and the error should have come out here, but the little details like that have to be fixed. Instead of that message should go to the return here, which is the deploy ID. The result of the deploy is sent to the deploy ID channel. So if I sent that error message to the return here, you would have seen the error. Okay, we got the right to vote now. So now
Go down and look at that right to vote again. I want to see that result.
the result isn't very helpful.
Oh, admin,
Okay.
the right to vote.
The messages need to be improved.
All right.
You know, it's stuff like that that I wish more people were around to clean it up and help out. You know, it's mostly not the function. It's very, very simple wording and where the messages go and stuff like that. So if we go back to steveH now, I should be able to vote. I can cast a vote on the color, and I don't know.
Red. Oh, green's all right.
How about just to be different? I'll do yellow. No, I'll do. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Green is fine. Okay. And we can see the old vote was nothing, new vote is green.
Cool.
And now we try to do a tally. And this is where we run into a little bit of an error. Deploy. And we're supposed to get the results here. But you can see that
Result.
no data deploy ID. What I do? I did it again. I say what?
Yeah. Didn't put an issue in.
And this no data at deploy ID.
Wait, I don't think it's finished yet.
I know why. I know why we got that problem too.
Why?
Because steveH doesn't have a tally capability for this issue.
Oh. So the manager has to give the tally capability.
Yes, and that's another update that we should make. Everybody who's allowed to vote should be allowed to do a tally. Right? I mean, that's a matter of policy, but I think for our purposes, it would be better to give the ability to tally to everybody who has the right to vote.
At least during the development part.
Yeah. Right, and I guess if we're doing an official vote for the co-op, we might want to give them the right to tally after the vote is over.
Yeah.
But you know, okay, this error here, we have not figured out why this is happening. If we look at the output here, we can see that this completed correctly. We now have 3 greens and 1 red. And this probably came out in the robot testing channel too. Yeah, it did. Still coming out. Okay, well, it's coming out twice, which needs to be fixed. It actually shouldn't be coming out here at all, but it doesn't know that we aren't still in this operation up here. It has to switch off at some point. But here's the results. Green 3, red 1.
Nice.
So I think I'm not going to demo today.
Okay.
You can see that, I mean, I could almost demo. It does almost work, but it's just not clean.
A little confusing, but still pretty impressive.
Yeah, well, I mean, on the one hand, we had this stuff working without security in Robot last year. But now we have it working with real signatures, you know, and real security.
Yes.
And
Will you be able to get this on testnet too?
oh yeah, it is on testnet.
But testnet 2?
Oh, testnet 2. Yeah, we got to move it to, when's testnet 2 starting?
They're building it. Maybe they'll give an update.
Yeah. But rgov -test. Well, actually, you don't have to go to rgov.test. rgov.test, okay, defaults properly. It's like when you go to create an inbox, do a new inbox here. This URI is the URI of the inbox class of the master directory on testnet. Okay, when you go to robot and you go new inbox, this is the address on robot of the master directory. So you could always change this to be for any network at all.
You want to share your screen?
Oh. Yeah, what I was showing here was okay, what it puts here by default is for the network you're on. So this is the URI for robot. Whereas this here is the URI for testnet. Okay, for creating a new inbox. But once you create an inbox, it doesn't, you know, once you have to create an inbox on each shard you're on. So you need an inbox on testnet, on testnet 2, on robot, and if you're running on localhost, you need a URI, and that's automatically filled in for you when you use our localhost framework, which is just.
And I got a question. URI, is it okay to think of a URI as a channel? Is that correct to think that way?
Yeah, it is a name. I mean, what the URI actually is you know, is there's a master directory on the system now, which has the addresses of all your classes and contracts. And there's a read capability for the master directory.
Okay.
And that is what that's what the URI is of the master directory is. Now I don't. know if you write it here or not. You insert arbitrary bungle plus. Okay, we create a URI for the directory class. But in addition, we create a read capability URI because not everybody can write to the master directory.
Okay.
They can, but everybody can read it.
Okay.
They can have a grant capability to be able to write some specific key, like their name, whatever.
Okay.
But they can't write. You know, they can't mess it up.
Yeah, so I guess I struggle with thinking of, you know, when to think of something as a unique identifier and when to think of something as a channel.
Well,
Or is it one and the same?
We're thinking about it in terms of a capability. Okay, so because we implement a read capability
Okay.
as contract.
Okay.
Okay, and what is it? It's just a name. The name's receiving this pattern, a key and a return. So
So you're saying that the read capability is a name?
yes, absolutely, an unforgeable name.
Read. Oh, okay. Let me digest that here. A read capability is an unforgeable name.
Every capability is an unforgeable name. Because what do? We say new, read, write, grant, and then we return the capabilities, read, write, grant.
Okay.
And we listen on those names for patterns.
Okay. Okay.
No, whatever.
Yeah, I've been getting just working at namespaces, and I just watched a couple videos the other day, so I'm getting a deeper understanding of channels and namespaces. Now I'm going to read the namespace logic paper, but I feel like I've been missing a lot, not knowing some of these. These are, I think, are sort of basic concepts that I still don't have a good handle on.
Yeah, a URI gives us can be anything. Okay, it doesn't have to be a name.
Okay.
Okay, in this case here, we're doing an insert arbitrary. Okay, we're inserting into the registry a bungle plus the directory. Now the directory is a name, and we're bungling it so people can't mess it up.
Right.
Okay, a bungle plus means they can call the directory. I mean, they can write to the directory function.
So
they're able to write a channel to the directory and get back a set of capabilities. They can create a new directory using the URI. Okay.
Write a channel to the directory and get back a set of capabilities. Okay. Right.
Yeah, and it's just a name.
Okay. Capabilities is a name. Okay.
We're writing to that name these capabilities, which are names that are
Okay.
write only names. The bungle plus.
Yeah. Yeah. If I get a better handle on some of these basics, I think my understanding of a lot of stuff is going to really improve.
So in the RGov system, your URI of your inbox is your identifier. It's your name. Okay, and we'll add friendly names to this very soon. But right now, the URI is sort of like an unguessable identifier.
Okay, that identifies me. Or
if you give it to people, they can talk to you.
Okay.
They can send you stuff.
Well, So they send me stuff. So sounds if like they're sending me stuff on a channel, and is that identifier the channel on which they're sending me stuff?
Absolutely. Okay.
So it's like an identifier is that pathway, that channel that goes directly to me from to somebody else.
Right. Okay. So where is it? Um, okay, so here, okay, so the deployer ID is your private name. So you have an inbox and it has receive, read, write capability. Now, where is the insert arbitrary? Here it is, insert arbitrary. Okay, so here we create a new inbox. Okay, we look up the inbox class in the master directory, and then we get back to capabilities, which are read, write, and peek for the inbox,
Mm-hmm.
and then we take the write, we create a URI for the write capability.
Okay.
So we insert that into the registry, and we get back a URI.
Okay.
And that's what we should allows people to write to our inbox. And then when we do something like we give somebody the right to vote, we send it to their inbox.
Okay.
Or we can if you want to, you can do anybody. We can send the mail from to subject body, right?
Okay.
And that goes to their inbox. We have to know their inbox URI.
Okay.
And present, okay. You know, the next set, you know, I wanted to do the demo so we could collect partially on the fee for the work that Dan has done and Bill Kunj.
Right.
Now, other people that have contributed, like Raphael and Theo, you know, they've helped out in some work studies.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what to do with them. I have to talk to Dan about that. I was thinking of just giving them, you know, other contributors just 1,000 revs each for now.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean, it's not like they did a lot of, you know, they didn't do a lot of work on it, but they did help, and
Yeah.
that was, you know, and all the help we can get is important.
Yeah. Well, 5 minutes is the community debrief. I'm going to take a break. Thank you, Jim.
Very
Yep.
good.
Thanks, Jim.
Yeah. Looking
you,
forward to the big show next week.
Big show.
See you.
The big show. See you.
Bye, guys.